Hey guys, it's Mike coming back with another update video. This time will be on Hank. And got a few pickups and a few returns from SGC and PSA. Just give you a little glimpse of everything. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll go ahead and get started here. This is something I didn't realize existed until Sean told me the other day. Another Hank Greenberg collector, good friend of mine. This is 1948 Cleveland Indians team issue photo pack. Now, I've seen different versions of it, and the ones you're probably more familiar with are ones that show these large 5x9 photos, which were common in the 49 and 50 sets. The 48, I never see that very much, and Sean had noticed that they came in into sheets that had 4 cards each on this one photo pack that was being sold on eBay. And it's very popular apparently because it's got a Satchel Paige from 48 and a Larry Doby from 48. And you don't see them as much, and they get more money for sure. I figured since this picture was the one of Hank on the 49 and 50 in the 5x9 size, that was probably what was in the 48 pack. But these are standard, I assume, baseball card size, um, 2.5 by 3.5 if you cut them up. These are uncut sheets. The photo pack I saw had packs of four sheets of 4 per sheet. This is an 8-card sheet with very wide borders that the seller told me he thought was like the like the uncut sheet that was issued before they made it into the cut sheets, which would have very narrow borders on it. They would leave out this large side and bottom rolls. And whoever made this one, um, I don't know if it was the company or the team, you can see the names and comments about the players. Interesting, there's 2 Bob Fellers. Is on that sheet, and there's one on this sheet. And also, a thing is cool is that uh, there's Hank on this sheet with the Larry Doby and Satchel Paige. Unfortunately, they're not signed, but after I looked at them, after I bought them, the Lou Boudreau, the Bob Feller, Jim Hagan, Bob Lemon, those were all signed. It looks like in pencil. There's some other signatures on here too. I wish one of them was Paige or Adobe, but they're not. But these are very, very cool. I assume they're uncut sheets for 1948 Cleveland Indians. The Paige in the larger size from 49 get good money. So I don't know what to think of this Doby and Paige. If they were cut out and slabbed, I would think they'd be a nice collectible to somebody who collects that issue, or collects those players, and they would be standard card size, so they'd fit into a collection very nicely. But kudos to Sean for pointing this out, and I'm glad to get another Hank variation into the collection. So moving on, we got a PSA return. I sent in a handful of cards, but because of the PSA to get like cards, I have a 41 play ball, and to get it labeled as a 41 play ball, it has to go to California, I believe, and that's for everything shut down. So the only thing they're really doing now is postcards and cut signatures that you can get done, I think, locally up in New Jersey, maybe, or wherever their office is at. I did get this one back, this postcard, which is beautiful. This was a part of a trade me and Sean had done a little while back, and I finally got it slabbed. Nice old photo of Hank. Newer signature, of course, but very nice at the bottom. Here's a nice mid to late 30s cut. It came out of a autograph album book. Best wishes, Hank Greenberg. I'd say it's probably 36, 37, that range. Two nice cuts from PSA because SGC doesn't do autograph grading anymore, unfortunately. And then I got back my SGC return. This is a 1936 Bf3 Pennant. It's a Type 1, an orange Greenberg. They can't make up their mind on how to slab these. Sometimes they cut out a triangular shape to fit it in exactly. Sometimes they use this large window. Sometimes they have it hanging upside down, the wide side at the top, going down to a point, and sometimes it's the opposite like this. And all they do on these things is authenticate them, but that's fine. I have the 5 regular varieties as far as you can find them. There's 2 more that are next to impossible, but I'll keep looking. And then we got this one's a 1935 Gowdy 4-in-1 with Joe Cronin and the Red Sox. And you're asking me, why would I care about the Red Sox if I'm a Hank collector? Well, because on the back there's a Tigers puzzle that you can put together. And again, kudos to Sean from way back when. He realized that that puzzle piece with Hank on the back of it, I had a different Gowdy that had that on there on the back as a Dodgers, I think. And this one with the Red Sox has that puzzle piece. So we'll see if there's any more out there. We'll try to get those too. And this is an SP Legendary Cuts card I've had for some time. I always figured I'd probably sell it since I had another one, but it's really neat because that one is a cut from a contract or some official business from the Cleveland when he was the general manager of the Indians. And you can see the Cleveland Baseball Company, and then at the bottom there's general manager. And so that's an autograph probably from 49 to early 50s. And I didn't know SGC when on these pack-pulled autos was grading separately like that. It's the first time I've seen that. They gave it an auto grade of 10 and a card grade of 9. With the 2002 SP Legendary Cuts, that's one of my favorite. That's just a beautiful cut card. All of them in that series are really nice. And to show you a document that is interesting, this is a notice of player release or transfer from 1955. A player by the name of Bob Young or Robert G. Young was notified that he was being reassigned to Indianapolis of the American Association with right of recall. And as you can tell with the Cleveland Baseball Company and the signature, there we go again. So these are the type of documents that those cuts come from. And this one's kind of neat. The player contracts pop up occasionally, but this is the first one of these player release forms I ever saw. It came from the state of the player. I think the grandson was selling the grandfather's sports collection, and this was his notice of release or transfer. And so very happy. I want to get that slabbed and put into the collection. And let's see here. This here is a reholder. This is a mega rare issue. 1939 Gowdy R303A. It's very similar to the B, which is a much more common issue, but this is a smaller issue, smaller than the other one. I should probably got one of them out. And that's the back for it. And it's much harder to find. I think SGC's only graded 4 of these. I don't think PSA is graded any for Hank. It's just a beautiful example as a 6. They had it mislabeled. They had it as a R303B, and I had to get them. Well, we got them to change it over. They actually didn't even charge us for it, which I'm glad, because that would have been like $100 if they would have charged us. But they fixed their error. I got this from a heritage auction, I believe. It was mislabeled, and they did fix it. Beautiful piece. So glad to get that back finally. And let's see here. Here is a beautiful card too. This is a 2006 Upper Deck Epic. And this is the Awesome 8. These are really tight. They're numbered to 5. And this is the only one I've seen in 13 years of collecting Hank, give or take. I've never seen this card before except this one, which I got a few months ago. It's very small relic pieces, but it's just the lineup. You got Hank, you got Ted Williams, DiMaggio, Brooks Robinson, and you flip. You got Eddie Matthews, Robin Yount, Frank Robinson, and Cal Ripken Jr. Just a beautifully designed card. Beautiful, beautiful everything. That's just an awesome looking card. Got a 9, but like Mike said in the video, it's who cares? Just look at the card. And the last thing I got, this is a duplicate for me. But I think Brian has already called dibs on this. It's a 1935 Diamond Stars Hank. I got this, and it was kind of beat up. And had Mike, actually it is labeled as an error, and he got this re-slabbed also. It was pretty beat up, and I wanted to get the right designation on it. And of course I talked to Brian. I thought the centering might throw him off, but he still wants it, so I think we're going to work out a deal on that one. Because I've already got a 5 in the collection. That's a real beauty too. So, well, those are my updates for this month. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope everybody's doing well. And thank you for watching. Lord willing, we'll do it again. Thank you. Bye-bye.